A boy with an intellectual disability was starting his first day of school. The school bus driver noticed he wasn't getting on the bus, which left her puzzled.
Mama said not to be taking rides from strangers.
This is the bus to school.
Once on the bus, the other kids didn't want to sit next to Forrest, who seemed a little slow. It was then that Forrest met the most important girl in his life, Jenny. But Jenny, in a slightly offensive way, asked him if he was stupid. The truth was, Forrest not only had a low IQ, but he was also born with a foot disability and needed braces to walk. Still, Forrest and Jenny became friends. They spent every day together. One day, some mean boys started picking on Forrest. Jenny shouted for him to run. Without thinking, Forrest bolted, and in that moment, the metal braces holding his legs together snapped. But instead of falling, he ran faster and faster. From that moment on, Forrest ran everywhere. Every day after school, he would come looking for Jenny. Forrest thought Jenny's father loved her because he often saw him kiss and touch her. But Jenny explained that it was actually a form of abuse. She hated going home and hated her father even more. Fortunately, the police eventually took her father away, and she went to live with her grandmother. Jenny would secretly sneak over to Forrest's house while her grandmother was asleep. The only time Jenny felt safe was lying next to Forrest. Before long, the two kids grew up, but Forrest was still being bullied by those same three troublemakers who had chased him since he was little. Being chased all the time had trained Forrest to run incredibly fast. One day, he accidentally ran onto a football field. His speed caught the coach's attention, and Forrest was recruited to college as a special talent. He became a starter on the football team. He didn't understand any of the plays, he just knew that whenever he got the ball, he had to run as fast as he could. Meanwhile, his relationship with Jenny was drifting apart. One day, Forrest waited for her outside her dorm, only to see her being harassed in a car. He ran over and beat up the man, which ruined Jenny's date with her boyfriend. For the first time, Jenny got angry at Forrest. Forrest didn't say anything, he just pulled out a chocolate bar, soaked from the rain. Jenny brought him into her dorm and took off her wet jacket. It seemed like an ordinary gesture, but Forrest had a physical reaction. Jenny's feelings for Forrest were genuine. She placed his hand on her chest. After that, Forrest didn't see Jenny for a long time, but he became more famous on the school team and was even invited to a White House dinner. Forrest, however, was more interested in the drinks, and he ended up drinking 15 bottles at once. At that very moment, a man came over to shake his hand.
Congratulations. How do you feel?
I gotta pee.
I believe he said he had to go pee.